Hey, Brad Hanson alongside Steve Oman. Today we're talking Gopher basketball, specifically new head coach Richard Pitino. Now, Coach Pitino comes from Florida International after only 1 year of head coaching duties, and he gets the big contract here in Minnesota. So what have you seen so far that encourages you about him?
Well, Richard Pitino came in promising a combination of the styles from Louisville and Florida, the two schools where he cut his teeth. Obviously, he worked under his dad, Rick Pitino, at Louisville, but also, he worked under another proven coach, Billy Donovan, for the Gators in Gainesville. And so he promised an up-tempo style, pressing the whole time. They've got a couple different press packages that they do. They'll trap. They'll just, man press up the court. They play a lot of zone defense. And so far, he's been really successful with that.
Sure. So the Gophers are now 7-2 in Maui. They were making jokes with Coach Boeheim that they have combined just over 900 wins.
Right.
Do you see his style of play holding up once we get to the Big Ten portion of the schedule?
Well, that's the big question. There's not really a style like this in the Big Ten right now. It's certainly a different style than Tubby Smith's teams have had the last couple of years. And to be honest, I don't really know. I guess that's the question on everybody's mind. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be really exciting to see, though.
Now, you've been at a few of the home games so far this year. Have you noticed maybe a different energy or a different feel at the barn, maybe within the student section and then, the arena as a whole?
Sure. For the first time in the last couple of years, they actually sold out the student tickets. There's a lot more students. The interest is rising. They changed the setup a little bit. And absolutely, I think that there has been more energy in the non-conference schedule, specifically against Florida State. It's a good team coming in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. It gets everybody excited. But there's been more energy in the non-conference so far, I would say, yes.
Sure. So thus far, Coach Pitino, 7-2 with the Gophers this year. His 2 losses coming against decent schools in Syracuse and Arkansas. 4 games left in the non-conference schedule. What happens to public sentiment around Coach Pitino if he loses to a South Dakota State or an A&M Corpus Christi?
Well, that's a good question. It's probably not going to be great, but I don't see that happening, to be honest. I don't think that at this point they play New Orleans, like you said, A&M Corpus Christi. Those are schools that the Gophers should be able to get past, almost like Chaminade. Even without their best game, they should be able to win those.
Sure. So 7-2 Gophers have 4 games left before they hit their Big Ten opener against Michigan. For Steve Oman, I'm Brad Hanson. Thanks for joining us.